Wes here, and today we're going to finally uncover the truth about the Epstein files using these cards. What happened on the island of Epstein? Well, it looks like we're not going to find out anything. These cards apparently are pleading the fifth and do not want to say anything. I don't know what that's about. But back to the video. Today we're going to be doing Spy on Them. Alright, this video is about an ex-partner, if you have one. Alright, somebody that you're interested in or curious about. Alright, if you haven't had any contact with your ex-partner in the last 1 or 2 years, this reading probably won't apply to you. And it also has to be generally someone that you have some sort of energy connection to or still think about. Alright, again, it's like, there's no point to this video if you pretty much have long since dumped your ex and don't care about them. Alright, so just use your judgment when a reading does apply to you and when it doesn't. Alright. What else? If you need to get a hold of me, my email's in the description box of this video. The timestamps are down below. As always, just look for my name. It'll be highlighted and pinned. And thanks for anybody that leaves great, lovely comments on the video. I do appreciate all of you. Let's go to Aries. Aries. Look at that. I'll just adjust the camera angle there. I think we're all set. Kind of. Aries. Tell me about the person our Aries wants to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? What can you know? It says it's a King of Wands reversed. So this is quite literally a bastard. I'm just kidding. King of Wands reversed is either suggestive of somebody that's just not taking action towards you, or you found this person to be someone that was unreliable, in and out, probably would show up, want something from you, but then bounce out. Alright? For others of you, if you're in a pretty negative situation, it's going to also suggest somebody that was very difficult to deal with, could have had a temper, could have been someone that ran their mouth a lot, lied, or you got frustrated with, or, you know, hopefully it wasn't anything physical or crazy like that. But King of Wands reversed in the tarot is generally quite negative. Right? But there's also a key thing to know about this King of Wands. In the tarot, the King of Wands is often described as somebody that is alluring physically. So for some of you, this could have been somebody that you were quite attracted to, even though you knew that they were bad news. You just kind of, you know, were allured by them, despite their negative, traits or qualities. All right, tell us about this King of Wands reversed for our Aries. What is this person's overall energy towards Aries? Apparently, this person wants to come back. We have the Knight of Wands. You can see this king is getting on their horse. Well, they have a lion here, but here it's a horse. All right. Aries! Hi, it's me again! A lot of you are probably thrilled already. Probably locking that door. Huh? Just kidding. Probably unlocking it for some of you. Just in case. So I never want to ever see you again. But if you were to show up, I mean, bring a bottle of wine, you know? I'm not saying for you to do that, but if you wanted to. Again, just want to emphasize, I'm not suggesting that. But if you did, all right. Tell me about the person our Aries wants to spy on. What is this person thinking about? This King of Wands reverse that apparently wants to come towards Aries and a horse. What are they thinking about? What are they thinking about? Ooh, wow, hit my can. Came out so hard. Apparently this person's a little stressed. You can see all the blood dripping down the swords. God only knows what they're thinking about. This could be like American Psycho. What else are they thinking about? This person's bummed out. I mean, I don't really understand where this person's going with the black attire, you know, kind of the goth theme. Again, American Psycho. I mean, he did wear, if you remember in the movie, he put that rain jacket on. You know. Oh boy, I think we kind of went down the wrong rabbit hole there. Hopefully this person wasn't a psychopath killer. Yes, they did try to kill me that one time, but I forgave them. Oh boy. So in all seriousness, this can suggest somebody that, as I said, is bummed out. Perhaps something went awry with you. It wasn't what I meant. He took it the wrong way. Perhaps he didn't like the trench coat. Who knows? That does look awfully ugly attire. Even the cat's like, the cat is kicking it over like, yeah, she dodged a bullet. Oh my god, that's bad. Alright. What is my... I changed the format for this reading. How does this person we're spying on for Aries, how do they see Aries? They see you've moved on. You don't care anymore. So we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, suggesting that perhaps your prior attachment to them is not quite what it used to be. I remember those days when I gaslit the shit out of Aries, and Aries used to come back, but no longer. No longer. Those were the days. Those were the days. I'm just kidding. You kind of get the point. You know, if I were to be down to earth with this Aries, this could, you know, I know I'm kind of making it sound kind of negative, all right? It can just talk about, I mean, in all fairness, we don't know who this King of Wands is, all right? Maybe they were bad. Maybe it's just suggesting someone that's wanting to come around that wasn't necessarily a terrible person, all right? They could be bummed out it didn't work out. What the exact reasons are for why it ended or why they're an ex. Everyone's going to have a different story, all right? So it may not be as bad as I'm saying it is. Just again, I'm giving possibilities here. But this person sees you as moved on, gone with the wind. You don't care. What is this person hiding? The person that we're spying on for Aries. The Four of Swords. Why are they hiding that? This person does a lot of bedroom stuff. They must spend a lot of time just kind of by themselves. They've got a lot of isolated energy. You've confined them to some sort of prison, I suppose. Why are they hiding the Four of Swords? The Hangman. So what this is suggesting is favorable to some of you. It's basically saying that this person's had a timeout and a lot of reflection. So it would probably, if this were to come into fruition, it's potentially suggesting a ex-partner that's had a change of heart or a reflection on the situation and is now having doubts about how things played out. Could this be about their behavior? It's possible. All right. Now, do I think this person is probably thinking, hey, you know what would be a great idea? Maybe I should come to Aries with my tail between my legs and be all apologetic and hope to hell that, oh, Aries, I'm a piece of shit. Please take me back. I don't think this person's going to do that. All right. But what I do think is that this person's having a reflection of some sort. Right. There is one key theme in this reading is that this person's having some sort of regret about something. All right. There is some interest to come back. But I don't, in my experience from reading tarot, this type of energy is something I've seen many times before. It doesn't always equate to someone like a better connection or something like that. People have these reflections all the time. Typically, to really change a situation, you need quite a bit of substantial change, not only on the person that left, but the other person too. Because you got to remember that even if somebody comes back, most people don't forget the bad stuff or whatever issues there were. So those issues sometimes can resurface even when the other person's trying to make that shit go away. All right. Just because they've changed doesn't mean to say you have. Right. In other words, like your opinion hasn't, really swayed or is different. You might still just have that, I don't know, reservation towards them no matter what they do. So, anyways, that's what I got for you, Aries. I don't know exactly if this the only card here suggestive here that this person is considering coming around or is thinking about it is this Knight of Wands here. It shows it. I have to conclude that there's some interest on their side, or they're thinking about something around that. Whether they'll get around to it or not, I don't know. All right. The only thing that kind of suggests maybe a bit of a waiting energy is this here. All right. It is suggestive this person's thinking about healing, kind of timeout energy, but at the same time, the Hangman energy is positive because it does talk about someone reflecting on, I don't know what, something that's bothering them. All right. But, anyways, good luck to you, Aries. You've got a mopey Tom or a mopey Sue that misses you, apparently. I miss when I could just turn Aries' day upside down and then gaslight the shit out of them and right till dinner. Shut up and eat your lobster. Just forget all about it. I'm just kidding. I'm throwing fuel in the fire is what I'm doing. I shouldn't be doing that. Alright. Shut up and eat your lobster. That's about right. Taurus! How are you doing, Taurus? Tell me about the person our Taurus want to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? Oh, shit. Oh, the cards just went everywhere. Alright, let's reshuffle that. Person we're spying on for Taurus. Card comes out. It says Justice Reversed. So this may have been a person you felt in some ways things were one-sided, unfair, or potentially you felt you guys had some arguments that you probably didn't feel went in your favor, although you felt maybe they should have. It's like they just weren't listening to me. You didn't see my point. I don't know. Justice Reverse, generally, from a karmic standpoint, just says that there was some type of imbalance in the energy that was distorted. For what reason, I don't know. Alright. One way of doing this is just simply to have an affair. That'll absolutely cause a disturbance in the force. Now, that may be extreme, going to the extremes there, but it is suggesting, again, situations vary, so something was out of whack here. All right. Either one of you was upset with the other, or both of you were upset at each other. All right. Could have been over an issue that was quite controversial or problematic. I don't think that you should have 20 different men in your cell phone. They're just friends. With benefits. Benefits? Lunch benefits. Alright. Person's overall energy, I'm just going to take it because it fell out, is Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So, whoever this person is, Taurus, just kind of, I guess, sees the situation as it isn't starting and it's not going anywhere. I suppose this is an accurate observation. Tell us about this person we're spying on for Taurus. This Justice reversed, and this person that feels it's not starting or going anywhere with Taurus. What are they thinking about towards Taurus? What are they thinking about? Let's get another shuffle. Card comes out. It says Six of Pentacles reversed. And one more card. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed that comes out and the Eight of Wands. All right. Why is the Eight of Wands here? In their thoughts. So we have Hierophant that shows up. That's kind of good, I guess. So, whoever this person is, Taurus, in their thoughts is looking at something relating to one-sided behavior. All right? Again, there's some strong reflection about something they feel could have been something but wasn't. How much the one-sided behavior had something to do with it, I don't know. Now, how would this actually look in reality? This is most likely suggestive that this person, whoever they are, is obviously not looking at their behavior. They're looking at you. Theorizing in some ways that you weren't... now, a lot of people immediately will come back and say, I was absolutely giving my all. It may not be that. It may be that this person feels that when it came to some particular issue or problem, you were not participating, or you perhaps had your own reasons why you weren't, but they might have taken it as either unfair or one-sided, which is probably why this energy's here. In other words, they're annoyed that this is like a person that's like, we could have actually made something work, but because you didn't really want to play ball, you know, kind of messed it up. So it could be a bit of a finger-pointing energy here, all right? It's questionable. Could also say, are they thinking about themselves and their behavior? I don't know. Or do they even want to give to the situation? The Eight of Wands here is in the Hierophant is, it's good. It could suggest to us somebody that's felt you guys had values that aligned with each other in certain things. And, you know, they wanted things to push into a committed connection. But it's fairly obvious it didn't go that direction. So one would say, are they just thinking about the possibilities? I don't know. All right. But, anyway. How does this person see Taurus? Person we're spying on for Taurus, how do they see Taurus? So we split the deck on Two of Swords. Okay. And Hermit. So this person sees you. So Hermit energy can be an isolating energy or somebody that they just kind of view as in thought. Is that probably really and truly going on? Probably not. But it does tell us that this person sees you as distant. All right, or somebody that they're viewing. They might wonder about what is on your mind. All right. My overall impression is that I don't think this person really knows what to think about you. All right. I think there is a speculating energy that they're probably making up scenarios about what, you know. Taurus is probably doing this. Taurus, this is, yeah, you know, this is how I felt about things, and it is what it is, you know, and Taurus, blah, blah. They're probably filling in the blanks, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. With or without you being there. This energy is strong for somebody that I'm just gonna say this energy looks very strong for somebody that is ruminating about something that happened that didn't sit well with them. In other words, there's probably some side of them that feels like, why am I even worried about this or stressing about it? So there's something that's aggravating them. But I even with me saying that, it still kind of feels like there's a blaming energy, like it's not my problem. It was Taurus is the one to blame here. I'm not saying the person feels they're perfect, but they do kind of have a tendency to want to point to whatever this issue is that's annoying them as your fault. Or maybe it was just like they didn't feel that they felt like there was some sort of ability, I don't know. There was potential for something, but it got tarnished by something you were doing. Or at least they felt so. What is this person hiding? The person we're spying on for Taurus, what are they hiding from Taurus? So I have King of Cups reversed, and it went over the Hermit. Like that. So I guess that fills in the blank on what the Hermit's talking about, is that this person's wondering if you still have any feelings towards them, Taurus. So this might be highly suggestive, and I'm almost certain it's suggestive, that this person's speculating that based on how you're acting or your behavior, you no longer have any type of attraction towards them. If this is true, then what? What does it mean for this person if that doesn't change? So we have Four of Pentacles reversed. It suggests this person will probably let go and move on. All right. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. This is probably a person that, I mean, I don't know. This energy to me isn't very... I don't really know what to make of it. It kind of overall just seems like a person that's a little bit annoyed something didn't go somewhere. There's a bit of finger pointing going on here. This person does, I think, speculate, as I said, filling in the blanks, that you probably don't care or you're not participating anymore. Will this situation likely resolve? Probably not. Alright? It does suggest this person is likely to just move on. Okay? Unless nothing changes, they'll move on. Which, a lot of you probably don't even care. You're like, it's been moved on. Alright, let's go to Gemini. So take your justice reversed with you. Gemini. We got a tower there. Split the deck there. Haven't seen the tower in forever. Tell me about the person our Geminis want to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? What can we know? Split the deck on Seven of Cups. I'm going to take that. Seems right. So we got some Scorpio energy there. This is suggestive of someone that you're unsure about. There's some mystery around this person. What is this person we're spying on for Gemini? What is their overall energy towards Gemini? Oh, shit. Cards just went everywhere. Maybe that's reflection of Seven of Cups here. Again, we got too many cards there. Okay. Maybe it's not this deck. Let's try the Darkwood Tarot. Tell us about the person we're spying on for Gemini. What is their overall energy towards Gemini? Can we get one card? So it says Ten of Pentacles reversed. So I don't know what else to say with that card because it's negative. Just it can talk about broken commitments or a divorce or something significant here, but again, we don't even know what this person's role was as far as a connection is concerned. Ten of Pentacles, but it can talk about a long-term partner, something that ended, but this is the overall energy, so it's quite negative. Let's just see what else comes out before I babble. Tell us about the person we're spying on for Gemini. What is this person thinking about towards Gemini? The Devil? Oh, this just gets better and better. What else is this person thinking about towards Gemini? The Star. Okay. Why does this person have the Devil in their thoughts towards Gemini? This is the Chariot reversed. Okay. And why is the Star in their thoughts towards Gemini? Card comes out. A Hermit. That is very interesting what it's saying here. This is talking Gemini. Who this would actually truly apply to, I don't really know. But it's talking with the Devil going to the Chariot reversed here. It reflects, this person reflecting on some sort of reoccurring problem that either, and this is the tough part, is I don't know, oh my God. I don't specifically know where the Devil energy is applying and how they're seeing it. It could be them reflecting on themselves, or they're talking about the connection as a whole. All right, the Devil energy is never positive. It can talk about drugs, alcohol, or it talks about issues that kept on coming around repetitively, or it's certain factors like life factors that sometimes aren't always modifiable. Maybe they are, but it would take a long-term effort to change something. This can be like a person that is stuck in a rut in a certain cycle of doing the same thing, you know, like maybe they've got mental issues or depression or anxiety problems. So those aren't always things that somebody can just turn off and fix, right? But they can affect the connection and cause problems. Maybe it's a person like that has a jealousy, that's a good one, a jealousy issue, right? Well, you can have two people come together. One person's got a jealousy problem from prior issues, right? And then this person's not doing anything wrong, all right? They try to have a relationship, it goes well, but this person just can't help themselves, and they start infecting it, you know, causing problems, causing issues, speculating this person's doing something. Well, that can be the Devil energy right there, because the person that's speculating the whole time is imagining things that really aren't going on, but they believe it. It's got to be happening. Well, that can cause impossible things to or impossible obstacles to occur. In other words, the other person's like, no amount of me trying is going to fix this. You know? So this can, that's just one example. But again, where the Devil energy is truly applying here, I don't know. All right. It can also talk about just repetitive bad love kind of related issues, like one person keeps vacillating between picking you or another person, love triangle, stuff like that. That creates it's impossible for things to move forward when that's going on, because one person can't be with two different people at the same time, right? Although they think they can. But the Star here going to Hermit is also possible, because that does talk about healing, mending things, a new day, a new chapter. And it's in Hermit energy. So this is somebody that's trying to think about the road ahead. So what am I trying to say here? It's split energy. This person's seeing some sort of obstacle that seems to be, to them, like, how the hell would we even overcome this? It's like, it's a serious problem, but they're also thinking about how to fix things or heal things. But the fact that both of those energies are there is suggesting a moral conflict. In other words, this person's like trying to devise some solution. Like, how do I address this? All right. So, anyways, that was way too much talking for just 4 cards. How does this person see Gemini? I honestly think that's what's their thoughts are showing is them facing a dilemma, something that they don't want to change, but they feel they might have to. How do they see Gemini? Tower. All right. Well, there's the Tower. So. Tower can be relating to this Ten of Pentacles reverse, so this could have been a sudden ending or things just came to an end. Alright, once again, if the Tower was here, it probably immediately comes back to the devil energy, alright, something that no longer serves you. Well, a lot of people when they see like the Tower energy are like, well, yeah, it was something that didn't serve me only. I'm like, not necessarily. It's probably, the universe is not very selective on just one favorite. It's looking out for everybody. Everybody is in this slush pool together, all right? So yes, things may not serve the other person, whether you like them or not, all right? The universe just looks at, do certain things energetically mix with each other? If not, we've got a problem, all right? But there still could have been positive qualities here. It's just a question of what went wrong with this double energy, which probably led to the Tower occurring. What is this person hiding? The person that we're spying on for Gemini. Nothing? This is 7 of Wands. A card comes out and says Ace of Pentacles. I'll take that over the 7 of Wands. This is positive and favorable to Gemini because it does kind of suggest that this person may be still interested in wanting. That's the only thing I can think of is wanting another opportunity with you, right? The 7 of Wands in this state can talk about somebody that's considering fighting for something. Essentially, they haven't quite let go of it, all right? Ace of Pentacles is good, but it is a card which would suggest when it comes to you and them as just kind of reestablishing some type of grounds to be able to communicate and start over. All right. Does that mean instant romance? No. It just really means coming back so we're not, we're kind of clearing the slate to be able to build something. Just remember, to get to the 10 of Pentacles, you have to start somewhere. All right. So who could this apply to? It could be relating to talking about a divorced Gemini. That would absolutely apply here. Or somebody that had a long-term connection where it was going in this direction. All right. If this was a short-term ex partnership, I think it less likely applies here. All right. But you can use your judgment. All right. What is this person based on this likely to do? I still think they're kind of stuck. And I don't think we'll see anything right now. What it seems like they're manifesting is some interest to not quite let things go. But this is probably the most important thing because it's telling us that they're trying to find some solution to an issue that they're going back and forth about. All right. Whether they'll come to a conclusion is another story. All right. That's what I got for you, Gemini. Good luck to you. Shut up! Sorry, the cat is just driving me nuts. What are you yelling about? Hi there, Cancer. It's Dr. West here. Glad you showed up for your appointment. All right. Tell me about the person our Cancers want to spy on. Who is this person? We'll get right to the problem, okay? It says strength reversed. You're losing hope already? Oh, God. Here comes the nose itching. Why, clarify the strength reversed. Why does it describe this person we're spying off Cancer as strength reversed? Okay, so it says the Knight of Cups. So this is suggesting, Cancer, a person, I guess, for some of you, are really losing faith. Losing faith in that they're never going to potentially come around. All right? This won't obviously apply to every last one of you. All right? Some of you just don't really care if what this person's doing. But others of you may care more so. All right? But it does kind of suggest a sense like, I mean, the Knight of Cups would kind of imply that they would be coming towards you in a romantic gesture. But with strength reversed, is probably suggestive that it's a Cancer kind of thinking like, yeah, that's never going to happen. What is this person we're spying on for Cancer? What is their overall energy towards Cancer? It says the Three of Wands here, horizontal. So this is suggestive for whoever this person is that they're just kind of in the middle there. So it's either going to go backwards or forwards. I'm assuming they're not really certain either where things are going. Tell me about this person we're spying on for Cancer. What are they thinking about? What's in their thoughts towards Cancer? 2 cards. One card comes out. It says Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy. And what else? So we have the Justice card. So this is essentially telling us, Cancer, that it is a person that is, I mean, if I'm right, and it's suggestive of a Cancer that's kind of losing any confidence this person's going to come back around in a pleasant and loving manner, this person seems to be unsure where things are going as well. It's pretty much saying that there is some sense maybe with Justice about making things right, or wondering if, and this could even suggest wondering if things are going to work itself out. Basically like, I'm not going to do anything, the universe will just kind of make it happen if it's supposed to be. Alright? But there is some, I think, wondering from this person's side of things if things will ever just kind of resolve themselves. Alright? But what's negative about that, in my opinion, is again, it's suggesting this could be somebody that is kind of like just expecting that I'm not actually going to do anything myself. It'll just, if it works out, it works out. You know, life can figure it out. So because of that, because they're not really sure what's going to happen, it's not saying it's moving forwards, but it's not saying it's going backwards. They're just kind of stuck there, waiting. So this person's really not sure which way things are going to go. All right. How does this person we're spying on for Cancer, how do they see Cancer? So that's too many cards. We have 3 cards there. I'm going to put that back. How do they see Cancer? Here we go. Queen of Cups reversed. Wow, that's about... well, I was going to say that's awfully fitting given we're on your sign, Cancer. Alright, so we have Queen of Cups reversed. So that's suggesting your Cancer, this person is again questioning. Well, I don't think they're questioning. They're actually just assuming that you just don't have any real emotion for them anymore. The heart is closed for shop. Cancer just doesn't care. Cancer is just a bitch. I did everything. But that cold witch, it's all her fault. Or I guess his fault for some of you. I'm just kidding. It's probably not that, you know, let's hope this person's not a, you know, crybaby type thing, but you know, one of the issues here, Cancer, is because it's suggesting confusion, this person is filling in the blanks for you. This is really like somebody that's looking kind of, their brain is trying to figure out a reason why this is like that. All right? Because they don't know the solution, they're coming to the default conclusion that, well, it is what it is. No point trying now. What is this person hiding from Cancer? The person we're spying on for Cancer. It says 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Why does it say that? Why are they hiding these 7 of Pentacles? Person we're... So I have Moon there. I'm going to take that as a top energy. Why? Person we're spying on for Cancer. Why are they hiding the 7 of Pentacles? Why? Oh, wow. So it goes back to the Queen of Cups reversed again. But what does that have to do with the 7 of Pentacles is the question. I have an idea. I do. Why does the 7 of Pentacles, why does this person think the 7 of Pentacles matters towards Cancer? King of Wands, there you go. All right. Whoever this individual is looking at, so I was kind of wrong about them not having a solution. Well, they technically don't have a solution, it's suggestive. This person is scheming, and what they're hiding, they are scheming, and the question is about what, all right? I took the Moon energy because that does tell us that this person still, whichever way we spin it, has a lot of unknowns about what's really going on with you. It's your heart and in your mind, or probably in your whereabouts, right? I'm not, you know, the way this kind of sounds is almost like I'm making this person seem like they're just spending their life wondering about you. That's not the reality, all right? I think this person has an interest in you, Cancer, but the problem is they're not really sure where things are going. And so their solution, because they assume that you don't care anymore, is, well, if I was to get Cancer interested, what kind of things would I have to do? It has something to do with the 7 of Pentacles energy. All right? When this card is upright, it can tell us about good harvest. It can tell us about good planning or somebody that's doing the right thing. Translation, they're correcting certain things about themselves that they think might be alluring to you. All right? King of Wands is an attractive person, somebody a Cancer most certainly would go after, all right? This kind of implies in some ways, and it's also a card of attraction, so it's kind of implying that whatever they do in the 7 of Pentacles would allure you or change your mind about them, you know? I thought you were a real dumpster of a guy, but now I'm thinking you're kind of a Rolls Royce. So perhaps they're feeling that something they're going to do is going to change your mind. All right. I don't think this person's necessarily going to change significant things, but it will be, if, and this is an if, they were to make an appearance or come back around, or maybe it's even just like them doing stuff on social media that they're kind of hoping will get your attention. It would be stuff that would be suggestive of success, or them doing something that they know you would be looking for. Like, you're always on them about, you know, getting overweight or something like that. Now you see them going to the gym. Why? Because I know Cancer would be like looking at me now. You know, that could be a potential. Or they were needed to really, you told them a laundry list of all the reasons why they're not making money and blah, blah, blah. Now you see them got a new job and they're doing really well, bringing in the money, right? They may kind of feel that doing these things might kind of get your curiosity and for you to kind of be like, maybe I do care. I don't want my king. Hey. I'm just kidding. That's probably their fantasy in their head. He's like, oh, look at that. Actually, look in the picture. Looking at each other. He's just, yeah, bitch. You like what you see? I think so. You look a bit different. Yeah, I did this shit right here. Okay, you get the picture, Cancer. Yeah. I think it's overall a person that's going to, that maybe you fell out of love with, Cancer, or you had to kind of move away, or you lost interest in. It really kind of depends. Or you guys just didn't get along. But ultimately, it's created a divide. This person doesn't really, I think, know what you're doing or what to think about the situation. As I said, they're filling in the blanks, probably assuming stuff. Whether that's actually going on or not, who the fuck knows. This person's idea of potentially maybe pulling you back into their radar or their space, or so to speak, is by doing things that are probably they know you might have interest in. It's not a guarantee, in my opinion. This is really like somebody that's fishing. They're fishing to see if you're interested or you'll bite the bait. All right. Good luck to you, Cancer. Who knows what's going to happen with this situation? Who really knows and who really cares? Leos! How are all my Costco tigers doing? I'm bringing up Costco because they're actually opening a Costco that's about 10 minutes away from me. That's an amazing thing because it means I'm going to be able to get myself Costco chickens for cheap. The one thing I love going to Costco for is getting the chickens. Anyways, hope all of you are doing well. I'm also did look at a company that was going to make some type of, could do the design that I wanted. I thought of a shirt design of some sort. But what they're charging and what they're wanting is kind of ridiculous for a single shirt. So I might have to look for a different supplier or something like that. I want a shirt that's actually decent quality because I was going to make those like discount tiger or something related shirts. But the problem is that the cheaper the shirts go, the lower the quality. And I'm like, well, if I do ever sell something, it's got to be a decent shirt, But I don't know. Clothing's a lot more expensive than I thought it was. I was like, this will probably be like $10 a shirt or something. No. It's more like 40 a shirt. All right. Anyways, for those of you wondering, I am working on trying to get the Leo shirts. Sometime soon. Hopefully by Christmas I'll have something. Alright. And if you're new to this channel, yes, I fully understand that you are aligned. But you can be a tiger on this channel if you want to. Alright. Alright. Leo. Tell us about the person our Leos want to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? It says says someone that is, I guess, in the Five of Cups energy. This is quite a heavy energy in the tarot. It does talk about somebody that's miserable, bummed out. Whether it's solely related to this connection, I don't think so. I kind of get the vibe of this energy. It's multiple things going on in this person's life. All right. You being an influencing factor here. All right. Nothing ever goes right. Nothing at all. What is this person's overall energy towards Leo? Says the Two of Pentacles reversed, so we've got some Capricorn energy there. So again, this overall energy is aligns with the Five of Cups because it's telling us that this person's either just in general in their life feeling like things are chaotic, or fumbling the football kind of energy. The Two of Pentacles, when it's reversed, can talk about there's just too many things on one's plate. They're not managing it well. Things falling through, unstable, rocky waters. All right. So this kind of, whoever this person's energy is, kind of comes across as things are a little rocky in their life right now. What are they thinking about towards Leo? This person that is showing like they're having difficult times, person responding to Leo. Card comes out. It says Seven of Cups. Oh. Excuse me. So the Seven of Cups is suggestive here. Again, it's basically aligning with their energy. There's some sort of unknowns, confusion, multiple possibilities here. What else are they thinking about towards Leo? So it says Eight of Swords reversed. This is a person that feels like they're thinking stuff about you, Leo, but at the same time, the Eight of Swords reversed, it's stuff they don't want to worry about anymore. All right. So this is almost kind of suggesting, even though we're seeing a reversal of this, it's still suggesting that they're actually in the Eight of Swords energy. And we know that because this is still present. So it's telling us that they don't want to worry about it anymore. So something is bothering them. So given that this reading is about you, you have some factor in their world of shit, I guess. All right. I don't really know what kind of life issue this person's dealing with. But it just kind of shows them in a kind of a negative energy. All right. I'm assuming, as I said, I just want to make this clear that it's not solely about you. I think it's just that you're a factor in it. Like, maybe it didn't work out. Shit doesn't work out with anything I do. Or maybe they left you and it went to another dead end. I don't know. Maybe this person's regretting their behavior. How does this person see Leo? The person we're spying on for Leo. So they have the Three of Swords here. It's horizontal. This person wonders if you're, the Three of Swords can talk to us about a fresh breakup where somebody is disappointed or upset. So if this was upright, this person might look at you and say, I think Leo is still hurt or upset or just annoyed, has emotional involvement still where they're kind of, not in the best mood, right? Because it is a card of pain, misery, right? Separation, heartbreak. But given that it's horizontal, kind of tells us that it could also be this, the exiting of it. So this person is really wondering where you stand on things. Is Leo already detached? Are they gone? That was quick. Or it could be, maybe they're still hung up on me. I don't know. What is the reality or most likely suggestion? It's coming back to this. This person's probably just filling in the blank. All right. I had this for one or two other readings where it kind of suggests the energy where a person may just be kind of concluding things for themselves because they don't have an answer to something. All right? This could be suggestive of a person that's wondering if you're still hung up on them, or it's just their bad luck, and yes, everything's going wrong and you've already left the building and don't care anymore. All right? What is this person hiding from Leo? Person that responded to Leo? So we have the Ace of Pentacles here. This person does want to restart something. Or, I mean, Ace of Pentacles is always just a neutral card in my opinion when I read it. It's a card that can tell us, given that it's an opportunity card, that this person is seeking some type of new start. How that actually looks, who the hell knows? But it does tell us, with the energy being Pentacles, that it's kind of getting their foot in the door. It's not necessarily doing a whole lot, though, because where are they trying to take it? Because you've got this other energy here that's kind of negative. So what is this person's goal? Is it to just be on good terms with you? To talk? Leave you as a backup option? Or is it to pursue you again? I don't know. But irregardless, Ace of Pentacles is still good. It does tell us that there's some sort of interest still in you. All right? What is the problem overall with this reading is I don't really know what this person's motive is here. There's some curiosity about you, Leo, whether you still, I guess, detached from them or not. Probably the answer is yes for most of you. All right. Can we get a clue? Why is this person's energy so, like, negative? Person responding to Leo, why is it showing them in a very unstable energy? Saying temperance. Tell us more about temperance. So it's saying something is out of whack or not in balance with them. So it says lovers. Well, I mean, I have to assume the lovers is something relating to you, Leo. So. Alright, well, I'm going to stick with my guns here. My overall opinion is I don't think this is more suggestive it's about you, but I still think it's just general stuff. Alright, I think you have a factor in whatever this miserable energy is. Alright. I can't really put my finger exactly what I'm trying to say here, Leo, but I kind of feel like it's a situation where it's a person that likes the fact that you compliment something, like you being around. Maybe it makes them feel better about just waking up in the morning. Because you get those situations where it's like not even really a romantic connection per se, but it's like a familiarity thing. It's like, I know my Leo being there. Like, I'm used to having Leo clean my socks and do my laundry, even though we pretty much live in a loveless relationship. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's a person that's just feeling like you played some part in their life that was significant, because I'm not seeing anything that's really indicating true romance other than this lover's energy. But one has to ask, was that in the past? Is this person reflecting about the past? All right, feeling like things are out of whack between you and them. Maybe they took you for granted. I don't know. Anyways, I'm a little on the fence with this reading, Leo. Take what you will of it. I gotta move on. All right, you've got a little bit of a lost lamb here. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think probably much right now, but. A lost lamb looking for their shepherd. Is it you? Could be. Come to my bedroom, little lamb. Virgo. Tell me about the person we're spying on for Virgo. Who is this person? It says 4 of Pentacles. So we got some Capricorn energy there. It's probably suggestive that this is a person that was, well, could go two different ways. This could have been a controlling person, somebody that was very potentially one-sided, or you felt was very focused on themselves or their own goals, their own priorities. All right. For others of you, this can suggest somebody at some point in time was possessive or controlling over you. All right. Maybe, their behavior was, a little wacky sometimes, like, somebody that's always accusing you of like, where you been? What you been doing? Why'd you like their photo? Why'd you come home 30 minutes late? This could have been a person like that. The Four of Pentacles does have that possessive energy. All right, it comes from a scarcity mindset. All right, now because it has that scarcity mindset attached to it, that can talk about people that just are insecure or have some issues like that, so they can be difficult to deal with. And it's like saying, don't worry about that, but they're going to worry about that. Tell us about this person we're spying on for Virgo. What is their overall energy towards Virgo? So we have the Knight of Cups. This person wants to come back around to you. Want to come reclaim their prize and put you in the box. Back in the box you go. This person's trying to collect them all. Apparently you're the most valuable one. What are they thinking about towards Virgo? So we get the Seven of Pentacles reversed that comes out. What else is this person we're spying on for? So we also have this Four of Cups. Let's take that. Oh, we have a Queen here. Oh. I'm gonna go off that. Whoever this person is this is like somebody that really wants to put you back in their box. This could be suggestive, Virgo, of an individual that doesn't like the idea of you getting away. All right? I'm not saying I get it, folks. It's not every one of you. All right? You just got to kind of know if your person fits this profile. But it's suggesting like perhaps there's been some distance and maybe you've been trying to doll yourself up. Or maybe it's them putting those rose-colored glasses back on, which people do. This is like that person that's like, they have Taco Bell every single day of the week, and so they get sick of it, they take it for granted, then they don't want Taco Bell anymore. Then the place shuts down, and they're like, I just wish I could have that burrito again. I wish I could have it. Okay, maybe not like that traumatic, but whatever. You get the idea. So Seven of Pentacles reversed here is telling us they're reflecting on probably problems or issues that occurred or things that didn't go well here. What that's relating to, I don't know. What else is this person thinking about towards Virgo? The person we're spying on for Virgo. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's horizontal here. Again, this is suggestive of like missed opportunities here, or maybe questioning whether they should have initiated something or gave it up or left it. I mean, Seven of Pentacles reverse can talk about bad results. So, what is this probably telling us? This person's reflecting on some sort of decision or blunder, or something where they felt maybe they made maybe they made a bad decision. All right. How does this person see Virgo, one that we're spying on? No, we're not going to take that card. Give us Two of Pentacles. I'm not going to take that. How does this person see? And we have it again here. What the fuck? Maybe you are supposed to have that. We have Death following the Two of Pentacles reversed. This, okay, I'll take that. What that can be suggesting there is in some ways that it's a person that is wanting to put whatever this baggage was behind them. How they would convince you of that, I don't know. Don't worry about it. Just put it behind you. How does this person see Virgo? Wow, there's the Ace of Pentacles again. So, coming back to that. I know I threw that opportunity straight into the toilet, but now I went to go and fish it out, and I want to give it to Virgo. Hopefully, you know where it came from. Just kidding. What does this mean for you, Virgo? It is someone I think that's reflecting on a missed opportunity that now is considering perhaps magically offering it to you, and maybe in their head, you're quite happy to take it. All right. As I said, there is a reflection on a blunder here of some sort. This person's aware of it, that maybe I jumped the gun, but who knows? I could come back around as long as I can get Virgo to take me back. I don't think it's them. Maybe for some of you, it wouldn't be directly going that extreme, but they want, as I've said in other readings, it's like trying to get your foot in the door again. What would be driving this? All right, the only suggestion on why is because they see certain qualities. For some of you Virgos, have certain qualities that are quite alluring to them. With the Queen of Wands energy, it can tell us that it's something, it's pointing to something in your personality or your conversational abilities with this person. Translation, they click with you on that. I remember our phone calls. I know everything else was a train wreck, but I loved our phone calls at night. Or I loved when, Virgo would wear those pants I really liked. Could be suggesting this person has physical attraction. What is this person hiding from Virgo? Person we're spying on for Virgo. Says the Five of Swords. Wah wah. Well, okay, maybe not a wah wah. Why are they hiding that? Why are they hiding the Five of Swords? It goes to Six of Swords reversed. Why would they want to do that? Why would they hide this Five of Swords going to Six of Swords reversed? Why would they? Why is it happening? Oh. So, okay, it is a wah-wah. So this particular reading really emphasizes one thing here that became extremely prominent right at the end here. This is going to apply strongest to a Virgo that's dealt with somebody, as I said right in the beginning, with this Four of Pentacles energy that has some sort of A, problems with being overly possessive. B, has issues with jealousy. C, is a person that can be charming and great at one point, but then becomes very difficult to deal with because they've got some laundry list of like a checklist that needs to be checked. All right. What is this suggesting? This person probably has behavioral qualities that are not the easiest to get along with, all right? But they probably are the type that don't handle rejection well, or they're the ones that like to call the shots as long as the situation is going in their favor. As long as they're like, you don't leave me, I leave you. It's like that kind of thing, all right? What they're hiding here, most times in my readings, it's not that bad. But this is bad, what it's saying here. Because it actually suggests that this person, with the Five of Swords, has high potential to start games or kind of lead things in circles or cause problems or issues. And it even clarifies to things being stuck or stalled or causing delays or something like that. All right. Why this person wants to do that, I don't know. But it is highly suggestive of you keeping you stuck to them. All right, with the devil energy. This is like somebody that is, what does this all say in summary? It is a kind of a person that really, as I said, doesn't like the idea. It's like they want to collect people. Either they want to collect people or they just want you particularly. And they don't want you to, for say, move on to something better. They don't like that idea. But do they really, want to marry you and do all that stuff? Maybe not. But it's one of those things where it's a situation that doesn't make sense. It's like, why do you want me then? This person may not necessarily have much of a reason other than just Queen of Wands. They like certain features about you. But, at the same time, just because I don't want all of you forever till death do us part doesn't mean that anybody else can have you. So this tells me like it's a bit of a dysfunctional person. What they're hiding is concerning, so if you have somebody that to embody this possessive behavior that comes around, high chance there's some, I don't know, some shit behind the woodwork that you're not aware of. All right, it does talk about with that potentially stalling things or keep it going around in circles or creating problems. But the only suggestion on why they would be doing that is because of this devil energy, which does talk about keeping situations stuck, going in loops, or you being attached to them, toxic connections, things like that. So I'm going to give this a big thumbs down. I rarely give thumbs down anymore, but you got one today. All right. So good luck to you, Virgo. Yeah. If this does apply to you or you think it does, be careful. It seems quite negative. Let's move on from that reading. Libra, who this person might be, it's this person under the tree, all right? It can suggest somebody that is a bit of a daydreamer or somebody that, you notice something with this card here is there's 3 cups. This does suggest that it's a person that is reminiscing about good times. The 3 of Cups in the tarot is positive. It does talk about socializing, sexual related situations, fun, anything to do with fun. It can be events or things going well, even in some cases, going to concerts or marriage related events, the good times. But in this particular case, that's not actually occurring, right? The should have, the could have, the would have. So it's somebody that seems to be in some sort of reminiscing energy or reflection energy, but there's a degree of disappointment. Wah wah. What is this person we're spying on for Libra? What is their overall energy towards Libra? So we have this Knight of Cups, but it's horizontal here. So this is kind of suggestive of not doing anything and doing something. This is pertaining probably to romance, where I think it's just showing a stalled energy. Normally the upright of the Knight of Cups would be very positive here, and the reversal will obviously be pretty negative, but it's stuck in the middle, suggesting this person's not really seeing either or. So nothing's really, in their mind, truly ending, but nothing's starting either. It's just kind of, again, coming back to this sitting under the tree. Who knows? Who knows? How the hell am I supposed to know? I'm just some guy sitting under the tree, alone in my mind. Nobody understands me. tell me about this person that we're spying on for Libra. What is this person thinking about towards Libra? So I'm not going to take, well, should I take this or not? Because I have the Ace of Cups that came out. It was horizontal. The only one that doesn't, the Ace of Cups makes sense. This one I'm not so sure about. So we'll take that above the Ace of Cups. Give me one more card on what this person's thinking about towards Libra. Person we're spying on for Libra. No, I'm getting double cards. Let's use a different deck. One card. Just one. What they're thinking about towards Libra. Person we're spying on. Here we go. So it says the King of Swords reversed. Why are they thinking that? Why are they thinking that? Judgment. Ooh. What is the issue around the Three of Pentacles that is showing up in this person's mind under the Ace of Cups? Horizontal. So it says Temperance. Well, that's kind of a problem here, Libra. This does potentially talk about a new start of some sort. Kinda. Well, not really. So the judgment here can talk about a new beginning. Alright? It can suggest that. But the problem is it's going to a King of Swords reversed. That's likely suggestive of a king that is not going to talk. Alright? They're shut off or something. Either they're shut off to the idea or they're just not thinking about it. Alright? This Ace of Cups here reversed, or not reversed, horizontal, is kind of suggesting, again, it's coming back to the Knight of Cups, that there's some kind of halting as far as the love or romance or the affection is concerned. It's just kind of up in the air. It's not doing anything. Alright? It's kind of citing that, going back to this Three of Pentacles, which is a card of cooperation. And then it clarifies with Temperance, suggesting that there's no translation. You and them don't apparently get along when it comes to that. So they're seeing some sort of like issue around that. What is the good here? The good it kind of suggests is that this person does reflect in some ways about potential, especially with this card, but it's at the same time kind of having that revelation that it didn't work. Even though there was potential there, it didn't work. This person seems to kind of cite the reason it didn't work was something to do with you guys couldn't cooperate with each other, or there wasn't enough of a cohesion with each other. Alright? What that's relating to, who the hell knows? I don't know. Alright? But it seemed to have caused some issues where there was a disharmony. Alright? With the King of Swords reversed, this person can also be stubborn, can also suggest this person refusing to really change their mind. Judgment can also be somebody that has, and this is another thing here, Libra, is that the Judgment can tell us that this person already has a firm, like, idea of what they want or direction or something like that, and they're unwilling to compromise or change. Right? The King of Swords, when he's reversed, is somebody that's using their logical mind, but whatever they've concluded, that's law. They're not changing their mind on that. You can tell them like, well, that's not going to work for me. The king will respond, I don't really care. This is what the problem is, and if you don't like it, I'll just stonewall the shit out of it. Nothing you can do. So that is an issue with the king being reversed here. It does tell us that whoever this person is likely not compromising, or has a very low threshold to compromising. Or a very high threshold, should I say. Tell us about this person we're spying on for Libra. How do they see Libra? So we have Seven of Pentacles and goes to Ace of Swords that comes out. this keeps kind of reiterating in this reading that this person feels to some extent that the Libra in this situation was unable to really see the problems that were occurring, right? Seven of Pentacles reversed here could talk about, again, things not going so well, all right? That can talk about like a person or a company or some situation where, you know, people in general, you know, life in general, we want things to go well, right? But it wouldn't be life without things falling through or not going well, right? So sometimes things just don't work for whatever reason, all right? In this case, this person's aware that something didn't work out. I'm assuming between you and them. But the problem is that the way that they perceive why something didn't pan out is not so much because of them, it's because of you. And it's something that either they couldn't convince you of, or you weren't playing ball, or you wouldn't cooperate with, right? And going to the Ace of Swords is clarity and truth. So this person, I think, is kind of feeling like you're not somebody that's seeing the bigger picture, all right, or how they're looking at things, all right. What is this person hiding from Libra? So we have Star, that's good. Why are they hiding Star? So we have Ace of Cups here. If this is true, then why is their energy so negative? Well, what's the good news here? In what they're hiding, it does suggest healing, recovery, and a brand new start, and offering their cup. Remember, there was that confusion? Now, this would absolutely contradict what's showing in their thoughts here, especially with that. All right? Problem is that it's showing the Chariot reversed, which is why the energy is so negative. So this is somebody that's saying there's potential there, but it's not going to happen. Again, this is clarifying. This Chariot reverse clarifies back to this. It's somebody that's looking at some sort of issue or problem that I'm going to, as I said, take a gander. They're assuming it's more so you, Libra. All right. So, in summary, what do we learn here? This person kind of is like, they look at you and them as something that had potential. It could have gone somewhere, but really and truly, it's not my fault. It's a Libra problem. I can't fix that. I don't know what they wanted to do. They want to live life a certain way. They want to do things their way, whatever, or they're acting a certain way, you know, and I have certain things that I want to do, and Libra's not playing ball, not complying with that. And I'm not saying this person may have been that direct to you or something like that, but they may have seen things that you're doing that just weren't aligning with what they wanted or how they wanted things to go. So again, that comes back to potentially this person's a stubborn or a rigid person or an uncompromising person. All right. Now, I'm not saying that they may actually have a great vision and a great plan, but the issue is that it's more of a suggestive of like a one-sided energy where it's not so much of an inclusive kind of individual. And even though we show this Three of Pentacles energy, really what that's saying is, even though that's a card of teamwork, this person's saying like, yeah, we should, when you're agreeing with me, then we work as a team. Well, that's not really working as a team. That's just people complying with you. So yeah, I mean, if you want to call that a team, you know. So that's kind of like if Libra just, you know, stopped asking questions and did what I want, then wouldn't have any issues. Well, yeah, I guess so. Anyways, that's what I got for Libra. I don't really know what else to say. This could be someone that's pretty difficult to deal with. But what's the good news here? They do kind of reflect on, you know, a connection, maybe some sort of a connection with you, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere right now. stream again. Scorpio. All right, tell me about the person that are Scorpios. Want to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? So we have lovers in the moon. Clarify the moon. So we have the Queen of Wands there. Shows temperance horizontal. So it's suggesting, I mean, okay, it doesn't really tell us a great deal of anything here with that clarification, but the lovers is suggesting it's somebody you had quite a bit of chemistry with. It could have been a karmic partner for some of you, or a soulmate, somebody you're quite passionate about. All right, this would probably suggest there was good chemistry between you and this person at some point. All right, this card emphasizes a lot of sexuality with it, so it does kind of talk probably about sexual chemistry with it. The moon here going to temperance reverse does talk to us that there was some sort of something that wasn't working, that was creating some sort of, like, I don't know, illusions, problems, or unknowns. All right, what that was, I don't know. Okay, so something, it's saying like something was going on that was causing things to become a little bit, you know, create questions or anxieties, or, you know, some sort of like disharmony between the both of you. But the moon is a problem because it, like, in some cases can tell us that it's unknown. So it's like things you can't really put your finger on, or you're not really sure about. This could be questioning someone's behaviors or motives, and you might think you know the answer, but in reality you don't actually have enough evidence to truly know. All right, so that can lead to somebody kind of holding back, being not so sure. Tell us about the person we're spying on for Scorpio. What is this person thinking about towards Scorpio? This lover's person. So it says the sun reversed. What else we got? Says 5 of Pentacles reversed. Tell us about the sun reversed. Clarify that. Says 4 of Swords. So the sun reversed here is mimicking the moon. So what have we learned here? This person basically wants to come out the cold with you. All right. There's some unknowns, though, about if things have, like, healed between you two, or there's been, like, separation or something like that. Why is this person questioning that? I don't know. My assumption is that if the break, you know, the more recent the breakup was, probably the more relevant this reading might be. All right. If you separated from this person a long time ago, less likely this reading will apply, because the 4 of Swords is probably suggesting some sort of timeout between the both of you. All right. But the sun reverse can also just tell us that this person's unhappy that you guys are separated from each other. All right, which is why it's telling us that they want to reconnect with you. All right, because basically it's implying that this is how they feel right now, is that they're disconnected. You guys are estranged from each other. How does this person we're spying on for Scorpio, how do they see Scorpio? Says they see you as judgment. Why? This is Knight of Swords. I'm not really sure what that's trying to say here, Scorpio. It can tell us that they just see you. Well, what does it have to do with this person? Probably nothing. I have 10 of Cups. Star. This can, it's possible. This suggests, for some of you have reached out to this person suggesting what you want with them. All right. So my assumption is that if this was a person that left you, Scorpio, or kind of this connection that ended, maybe there was some separation and you kind of still had let them know that you still cared about them or something like that. All right. Whether anything came of it after that, I don't know. I'm assuming not. If Scorpio did reach out to this person was spying on Scorpio, what happened? After they said 10 of Cups, what happened? It says Knight of Swords reverse, so this person didn't go for it. That can suggest this person either didn't read it, didn't respond back, ignored it, or they just didn't really engage it. So this could have been for a Scorpio that actually did make an effort to try and just reconnect with them, and this person never did anything with it. Okay, the Knight of Swords reverse can talk about somebody that's holding back, or it's like they won't directly come forwards and state their business or say yes or be confident towards something. What was this what would be the confidence? Where would there be a lack of confidence in this case? So what the tarot's basically saying is this could have been a Scorpio that made the effort to reach out to this person and insist something along these lines. You know, relating to a connection, or I care about you, or I love you, or we just do well with each other, or you were just being in a loving manner. It doesn't even mean to say you were doing any of those things. You were just approaching this person still in a kind of, you know, again, lover's kind of way type thing, or trying to give hints around that, or maybe it's just kind of revisiting that, or re-talking, or discussing it, all right? But whatever the case was, it suggests that this person didn't really, I guess, didn't go for it, or they just kind of were being distant, or not biting the bait, all right? Hesitant. Why was this person hesitant? I would suggest this person was hesitant towards Scorpio. Goes back to Temperance here. Again, what was not working then? What did this person feel was not working with Temperance? Tower. I don't know. What issue did this person have with Scorpio? What is the situation? So it says the Knight of Pentacles reversed. They felt things were just going backwards. Why? Couldn't tell you. I don't know. I have no idea. It just suggests this with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, things were stagnant or moving backwards. So this person didn't see the situation growing, which is why it's saying they became distant. Okay. What is this person hiding from Scorpio? Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. Clarify the Ace of Swords reversed and what they're hiding from Scorpio. Emperor went over the 10 of Cups. So what it's saying here, well, I don't really truly know 100% what it's suggesting with the Ace of Swords reversed here. So that particular card, when it's reversed, can tell us that there's a lack of transparency or clarity around something. All right, what came out was the Emperor, and it went over to the 10 of Cups. So I think this person does have some sort of interest still in whatever this, you know, close connection between you and them is. But I'm not sure here what this Ace of Swords is kind of implying or how it's suggesting it. Are they confused? Are they still confused about this? Like, whether they still have feelings for you or not? Or what is their confusion about? Is it their role? Like, what are you asking me, you know? I mean, the Emperor can be long-term energy, can be father energy, can be somebody that's a leader. It's definitely someone that would fit the bill of a long-term partner, somebody that would be your rock, your foundation. All right. I'm just not sure what their confusion is, though. I'll ask one card before I'm not gonna move on. What is the Ace of Swords reversed? What is causing that to be reversed for this person? What is causing the Ace of Swords reversed? Too many cards. I'm not gonna take that. What is causing the Ace of Swords to be reversed here? Let's say the Star. This could just suggest communication with you. Why is that a problem? Oh God, I feel like I'm not getting the kind of answers I want. Why is that a problem? If it is communication, why is that a problem with Scorpio? And it says King of Swords reversed, because this person doesn't want to talk. Okay, so it's not talking about communication then, it's talking about healing. Okay, that would make sense. Why is this person concerned about things not healing? Just one card. Person we're spying on for Scorpio. Why would they be concerned about things resolving or healing with Scorpio? The things I do for you, Scorpio. Says the Emperor reversed. Problem with that is that it creates more confusion now, because I don't know. It's showing polar opposites here, Scorpio. So what is that probably telling me? Is it suggesting again that there's problems with the Temperance energy overall? Meaning, you, them, don't get along somewhere. And I don't know what it is. This person kind of feels like maybe there's responsibilities, or there's certain things that are expectations of them that they can't meet, or something, or I don't know, like this reading's kind of weird, and I don't know what to make of it, because overall it's saying when you guys attempted this, it sounds like it started to stagnate, things went backwards, this person got cold feet for whatever reason, either they left you or they decided to end things. It seems like potentially a Scorpio that may have tried to say things to this person or talk about it, and then this person again was like hesitant because they're like, it's probably not going to work. This person now seems to have some type of like energy where it's like they don't want to, for say, commit or talk to their Scorpio or whatever, but at the same time it's like this is a prominent factor here, and I don't know if it's them kind of looking at what qualities they don't have and why it wouldn't work, or they feel there's expectations you have that they couldn't meet, or something like that. What is the overall positive note that I can tell you? I think this person still has interest in you, Scorpio. Alright, maybe they want to try, I don't know, but we'll see. Holy shit, that was a long, complicated reading. Hopefully you got something out of that. Leave me a like if you did. Alright? I'm done. I'm done with this reading. Ugh. Yeah. Sagittarius. Tell me about the person our Sagittarius wants to spy on. Who is this person? One card. It says Four of Swords, so we got some Libra energy there. This could suggest somebody you're taking a timeout from. That's pretty much all it tells us. What else can we know? Alright, it says the Moon. Again, that doesn't really help us here because that's just basically saying there's a lot of unknowns or uncertainty around this person. It can also suggest sometimes with the Moon there's misunderstandings or things are not what they appear. Anyways, what is this person's overall energy towards Sagittarius? Person we're spying on for Sagittarius. Oh, God, this deck is spazzing out on me. Stop it. Person we're spying on for Sagittarius. What is their overall energy? So it says Justice reversed. Okay. That's not particularly positive here. So that is telling us here that this person kind of sees things as lopsided between you and them. That's all I'm going to say right now. What is this person thinking about towards Sagittarius? Give me two cards. It says Temperance reversed. Whoever this person is feels that there's a very strong imbalance between you and them. Something does not work. Or they find it that it's just, I don't know. They have issue with it, I would assume. What else are they thinking about? Tower. Wow. Okay, well, again, that doesn't really add anything to the reading here because it's, again, just emphasizing for a third time that there was something that didn't work between you and them. But it would be something that they took quite a bit of issue with. How does this person we're spying on for Sagittarius, how do they see Sagittarius? We have Four of Swords. Looks like they were just trying to wake you up, you know, to go to work. Like how you had that sword there. Maybe that's why they had issue with you, because you were trying to kill them there. Be on a murder documentary. They were Sagittarius, just hanging knives all over, holding your knife. They're just like, babe, it's time for work. Jesus. No wonder you guys had a tower there. I mean, you literally threw them out of the tower. Oh my God, it's all making sense now. You threw them out. Trying to just hide the body. You knew that you knew the body was evidence, I'm getting, and then you tried to burn the place down. Oh my God. I think we just uncovered a crime here. Alright, just kidding. Now you're trying to rinse the evidence off. Oh my God. One of the moons here. What in the... Good Lord. Some of you may be homicidal. Okay, so again, there's an emphasis of Four of Swords energy here, so it's suggesting again a timeout. What is this reading most suggesting here? It is talking about two people, you and them, having a timeout or a separation. Something did not work. There could have been arguments, disagreements, or I don't know. The question is, how vocal was this or known? Who knows? But this person seems to have in their energy that you and them didn't get along with something, and it messed things up. So it's describing the way that they see you in Four of Swords, and who this person is Four of Swords. So both of you in the same energy. So Four of Swords can also just be taking a timeout, doing you. Kind of, for certain people, it can be mending your wounds or moving on from your emotional scars. I'm not saying everybody was a total train wreck after a separation, but, you know, it's different for everybody. This card can also talk about silence. So both of you may be not talking with each other, or you may have, I don't know, might not really know what the hell either is doing these days. What is this person hiding from Sagittarius? The person we're spying on for Sagittarius. What are they hiding? Okay, so it says 10 of Cups here. This person still has romantic or emotional interest in you. It's a very powerful card in the tarot. But again, 10 of Cups doesn't form overnight. It is a card that does take a lot of bonding to develop. Alright. And there's also Queen of Cups here when I split the deck. So I'm going to take that. I have 5 of Cups. There could be some disappointment. So I'm going to still say that this person has romantic, well, some type of feelings for you. And what is blocking them? If this is true. What is blocking them? I'm assuming this other energy here. It says Page of Swords reversed, and what else? Or why is the page reversed? Knight of Swords. So it's saying they're unsure about something. What are they unsure about? What is... So then we have 10 of Swords here. Maybe if it's the right time. Take that too. What is the Justice reverse and Temperance reverse relating to in terms of Sagittarius? It goes to 2 of Swords reversed. So something that there was some sort of decision or inability to do so. Basically, it was just not talked about, or there was no resolution to some... It could be suggesting that there was something that was important, either to this person, maybe you didn't care as much, I'm not so sure. It could have been a mutual thing, but there was no resolution to whatever this was. It just kind of either not talked about, or because nobody could come up with a solution to it, it was just kind of ignored. This can be when somebody has an annoyance or an irritation with a certain thing that keeps popping up, and then they want solution to it, and then nothing comes of it, right? What's an example? This is like when, okay, I don't like that every time you go into the bar, all right, and I'm at home, all right, because then it makes me wonder if you're talking with other ladies, all right? What is this person's counter argument? Well, you know, I've worked all day, you know, I worked 10 hours, and, you know, I go and have, my boss is there, and I'm trying to be social because I'm trying to get a promotion, so you don't really understand, you know, it doesn't look good if I don't show up. Blah, 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 and it's only for an hour after work, and you know I've been coming home, blah, 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 so I'm not out there all night. Okay. Well, what is happening there? This person is basically validating why they're doing it, and they feel that it's not a big deal. You feel it's a big deal, all right? What do? They're not willing to change. You're irritated about it, so it's a problem that can just kind of sit unresolved. There's no solution to it. Well, that can cause problems. It might have been a situation here where something just, I don't know, you got sick of it, or You know, I don't know. I'm just giving you ideas here. All right. Now, maybe this person's had a bit of a reflection here with the Four of Swords energy, and they're kind of considering that maybe they still have interest in you. But what would resolve this situation between Sagittarius and this person? What is the advice? So we have Ace of Cups and Five of Cups. Quite honestly, they're both contrasting energies. Why are the energies contrasting each other? So it's talking about something with the Six of Cups going the Four of Swords. Something with the past. Start and ending. So it starts and it ends. Healing past the old connection? I don't know. I'm not going to get too involved with this. Whatever. It's probably just as obvious. It's nothing too complicated. It's just like, well, just get over the old connection or whatever the problem is. What is my final conclusion there? All right, sorry I was rambling a bit, but I think this person is a little bit confused on where they stand with you. I do think they want you back around, but there does seem to be some dilemma or problem that I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's been resolved or it has a solution. All right. Whether that makes any sense to you or not, I don't know. Use your judgment there, all right? But hopefully, I don't know, maybe life will kind of straighten things out and you'll get another shot at it. For those that want it. Could have just been something simple that ended up like screwing the whole relationship. Capricorn. Tell me about the person out of Capricorn. Want to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? So it says the Ten of Wands. Why does it say the Ten of Wands? Judgment reversed. We're going to come back to that, Capricorn. I'm not 100% what it's suggesting here. There's some moon. So it's saying there was something that was becoming burdened. Potentially something that was causing unnecessary struggles here. But I'm not 100%. Talk about the person our Sagittarius or Capricorn want to spy on. What is this person's overall energy towards Capricorn? This is the Star again. I've seen the same star energy has been coming out a lot today, so potentially it's suggesting some sort of healing energy here or communication. Alright, tell me about the person our Capricorns want to spy on. What is this person thinking about towards Capricorn? Alright, so we have Four of Cups here, and we have the Knight of Cups. What else are they thinking about towards Capricorn? We have Eight of Cups. I'm going to put that next to the 4 of Cups. Why was the 8 of Cups here to begin with? Why did that happen? Saying something, so something didn't work. So it's basically saying this person's reflecting on walking away from the situation or having to leave it, or why they left or why you left. All right. There's a lot of, if you got to notice with this energy there's a lot of like just kind of should've, the could've, the would've's energy going on here. We've got moon energy in the background there and here. Right? So it tells us that this person has a lot of unknowns, or they're trying to figure out or make sense of a situation. Right? This seems like something kind of made things harder than it needed to be, or got overly complicated. It's kind of like the way it ended, or the resolution wasn't quite satisfactory to them. I mean, even if they're the ones that caused the ending, it seems like they're not, like there's a degree of being uncertain about it. This could go either way, though. It's I don't know. It could have been a Capricorn that left. And 9 of Cups here, suggesting reapproaching romantically, or making a romantic gesture, or coming in a flirtatious way. It's on their mind. How do they see Capricorn? The person was spying on Capricorn. We have 4 of Swords, so potentially taking a timeout. Just doing your own thing. Alright? Or basically working yourself to some extent. We have 4 of Swords here. This can talk about isolation, or they kind of feel that you're spending all that time to yourself, or again, just getting over things, or just working through things in general. It is 4 of Swords is a self energy, so it is you doing you, not worrying about what's going on with this connection. It may feel that your mind's not really focused anymore on this connection. Okay. The butterflies here can also suggest like a fresh start. And there's the Fool here, Page of Pentacles here. So that can also be starting something fresh. What is bothering this person we're spying on for Capricorn? What is bothering them? It says 6 of Wands reversed, failure. That the fact that it didn't work bothers them. Huh. Not sure exactly what to think here, Capricorn, because I'm like, did you leave the situation, or was it them? But this person seems to be one of those kinds of individuals that's like looking at, it's kind of suggestive that when they think about you and them, it's kind of like they're just kind of bummed out, or they're reflecting on, like, yeah, it could have been something. I mean, it could have, but yeah, it didn't work. You know, it is what it is. Sucks. You know, can't change that. This could be like a bit of a, I don't know, a pity party kind of person. Poor me. I think there's still some desire, though, like they want to come towards you, but there's a bit of a poor me attitude here. Or it just is what it is, kind of sucks. If only Capricorn could just learn to bend in the pretzel, you know, the way that I like it, this could work. I could have put that salt on, that butter, that would have been great. What is this person hiding from Capricorn? The person we're spying on for Capricorn? What are they hiding? Queen of Swords. This person does want to come talk to you. About what? Or they're hoping... The Queen here isn't likely to reach out, but it's still possible that they may be hoping to hear from you. So, Hierophant here could be suggestive of wanting a commitment. It's not, in my opinion, the Hierophant is not strong energy for that, but it can. What is this person we're spying off Capricorn? What is their interest in Hierophant energy? So we've got 2 cards here. So we have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. I don't know if I'm going to take that or not. Why is that energy shown? Tell me about 8 of Swords and 5 of Swords. So it comes back to a decision relating to Hierophant. What the fuck is that talking about? So here's the problem. I don't really know what this is implying 100% because the 5 of Swords can be winning at all costs, and it's going to like sunning the 8 of Swords, and then it all clarifies to the 2 of Swords, kind of indicating that there was some type of pressure or like drama or issues or trying to, I don't know, some kind of stress that was being created. It was causing some type of dilemma, and it's going back to the Hierophant. Right? I don't know if that's talking about a commitment or there was problems around it. Maybe this is why this person left. But what is this person's interest in the Queen of Swords? Person we're spying on Capricorn. What is their interest in the Queen of Swords? What is their interest in the Queen of Swords? Okay, a card comes over the Queen of Swords. Ace of Swords. Again, so what is this person hiding? This person's hoping that you'll reach out to them. That's what it's saying. And not only reach out to them, but provide some sort of clarity on what? I don't know. No idea. Potentially something to do with the Hierophant. I don't know if you're still like, hey, I'm still interested in a relationship with you. Let me do all the work for you. I set up dinner plans. I will come to your door at 7 o'clock sharp to beg for you to come back because I know that's what you want. I'm just kidding. You know, like in reality, no one's going to do that. But I was being sarcastic, right? But that's what I got for you, Capricorn. I really don't know what to make with this person. It seems like it's like a person that's having some type of conflict about how things played out. It's possible they left the situation, but even if that is true, that they're having some sort of like doubts about it. This person seems to does show in their energy some type of warring conflict about some issue that was plaguing them. I don't know how much it bled into you or how much you're aware about it, but it seems like there was something that complicated things that made things harder than it needed to be. For some reason, this person does kind of see you as a bit more detached, but they're hoping that you're gonna, I guess, reach out to them, and then somehow things will go from there. I don't know what their agenda is after that, but whatever. That's what I got for you. I'm not really sure if this person still, I mean, how big their romantic interest is. It seems like they just want to hear from you to clear something up. Or something is bothering them. Go to Aquarius. Done with this Capricorn reading. I'm done with it! Aquarius! Tell me about the person our Aquarius wants to spy on. Who is this person and what can we know? It says the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's good. I mean, It's just very vague, though. It's talking about potentially this is an individual that either you wanted to have a new start with or they want to have a start with you. I don't know. What is their overall energy towards Aquarius? First, we're spying on Aquarius. Okay, it says 7 of Pentacles. That's good. So this is a person that's currently... Again, okay, I can speculate on that too, but the issue I'm having here is this energy is still not entirely clear. It seems like someone in an evaluating kind of energy, or I just don't know where Aquarius fits in here. What is this person thinking about towards Aquarius? The one that we're spying on for Aquarius. The one that's described as this, well, 5 swords came out. What else are they thinking about towards Aquarius? The Star. Both Aquarius energy. So this person is in split energy. 5 of Swords is not good. The Star is. One's talking about conflict and problems, and the other is talking about healing and moving things forward. Why does this person respond for Aquarius? Why do they have split energy between 5 of Swords and the Star? It says they're reflecting on it. Huh. Okay. Okay. They're probably trying to figure out which one they want to do. Do I want to come ruin Aquarius's day, or should I come with a healing, nourishing energy? What vibe does my bipolar want to entertain today? For some of you, this person needs to be in a psych unit. All right. How does this person see Aquarius? Person we're spying on for Aquarius, how do they currently see Aquarius? So they see you as Sun. So apparently they see you as just doing you. You're doing okay. Sun is a good card in the tarot. Alright. Either that or they seem to kind of know what they need to know about you, Aquarius. Alright, but the Sun can talk about good times, or you're doing well, or you look like you're doing well. Or you're just content. Okay? That may be why they're considering this right here. Like, oh no, Aquarius being happy? Not under my watch. I'm just kidding. I'm throwing fuel in the fire for sure. Alright. What is this person hiding from Aquarius? Person that we're spying for Aquarius. So we have the 4 of Wands here. What else are they hiding from Aquarius? So this person does, it seems like, God, I can't talk. Sorry. It's just after a while of talking. I think the brain cells just start like shutting down. They're just like, I don't want to do anymore. Just had enough. And I start like, So we have 2 of Pentacles and we have the 4 of Wands here. We've got Aries, Capricorn energy. That's good. It's basically saying having a functional connection, Aquarius. Some of you don't even know what that means. All right. This person seems to speculate they know. All right. Why aren't they why the person we're spying on for Aquarius, why are they not approaching Aquarius? Says because, so basically they're viewing the situation like this with the 10 of Swords here. The reversal is telling us they're waiting for the swords to come out. So I'm assuming whatever damage they did last time was long lasting. They're like, I really did a good job. I mean, I really put Aquarius down for good. Just, normally it takes about 2 to 3 months, for my swords to come out, but in this case, Aquarius has been down for like 3 years at this point. So maybe I gotta tone it down a little bit next time. I'm just kidding. That might have been my best work. All right. In all seriousness, Aquarius, this person seems to be aware of... Okay. what did I learn in this reading? It's basically suggesting of a person loosely that you may have interacted with, had a connection with, it ended. Now, given that we have 5 swords energy here and there's 10 of swords potentially, it could suggest for some of you that the ending wasn't very good, or it was a slow and bad kind of, you know, there was just a series of problems that led to an ending or whatever, all right? How much this person was at fault, who knows? But whatever the case is, there seems to be some type of timeout period. This person views you, Aquarius, as somebody that seems to be doing okay for yourself, kind of content. It's like the idea that you're doing okay without them is just very alarming to them. So this is a person that's now, you know, kind of probably saying like, you know, when it comes to me, even though Aquarius is doing okay, when it comes to me, I'm not so sure how Aquarius feels back. And perhaps Aquarius is kind of still not thrilled with my performance the last time. All right. But however they gauge when you might be over whatever the issue was is anyone's guess. But what are they after, or what are they interested in? It does kind of suggest reapproaching some sort of connection. Will this person actually follow through with this? Who knows? I don't know. But it does show it's on their mind. All right, that's what they're hiding. Good luck to you, Aquarius. Good luck, and goodbye. Pisces, you are the last sign, as always. Tell us about the person we're spying on for Pisces. Who is this person and what can we know? Says 9 of Cups reversed. It's Pisces energy. So this is suggesting some sort of situation that became a bit of a disappointment. It was a wish that just got flushed down the drain. I'm just kidding. Again, you know, kind of inflating the situation here, Pisces. But 9 of Cups when it's reversed is not so good. It can talk about sometimes things that seem like they were supposed to work, or maybe you put effort into it, but it didn't pan out the way that you had it in your mind. All right. You can also talk about situations that seem like they were going to be romantic situations that ended up becoming more like just sex without love kind of things, where it's like you're kind of like, why are they even here? Are they just using me for a good time and then they're off to the next one? So it can sometimes talk about unfulfilling, depressing kind of scenarios. So whoever this person is being described in that energy. So it was something that didn't go well, or could have been a bit of a disappointment. All right. What is their overall energy? The person we're spying on for Pisces, what is their overall energy towards Pisces? So we have 8 of Cups here. When I split the deck, I'm going to take that reversed here. And we also have 7 of Cups. There is some sense of this person coming back around to you. But it's showing in their overall energy. So it doesn't equate to action, but it is suggestive there's some energy around that. But that's still a problem, because even with this 9 of Cups reversed, it does tell us that in some ways, even if the person came back into the situation, it may not be a very fulfilling venture. All right. What is this person thinking about towards Pisces? So it says the King of Pentacles. Okay. What else are they thinking about? The World. It's odd. What does that have to do with Pisces? What does the King of Pentacles, the world, and what they're thinking about have to do with Pisces? King of Swords. I'm not really sure where that's going there. What an odd reading. Let's use the Crow Tarot. Why, the person that we're spying for Pisces, why is King of Pentacles upright and the world upright relevant to Pisces? It says Two of Wands, some sort of decision, but notice there's like two crows here. Decision moving forwards potentially. There's the world, and then there's the world here. So world is success, so something path forward successful. But it's still giving an option of some sort. What is the option here? What is the right one? Saying a commitment between you two. What is the left one referring to? What is the left wand referring to? So it says Nine of Pentacles, independence. What this basically says is it's a person contemplating whether to have a relationship or to be single. So Nine of Pentacles is a great card. It's when you're a bachelor, bachelorette, you're on the market, you're doing well for yourself, you got a career or you're focusing on your job, your business. But here's the thing. It does talk about somebody that's generally putting themselves in the market, meaning they're single still, all right? In this case, it wouldn't be referring to you, it'd be other suitors, basically making themselves available, keeping their options open. Here, you notice the difference is at the altar, marriage. So this is a striking, it's striking a different option, is what I'm trying to say here. So it's kind of suggesting something around, with King of Pentacles is long-term energy. That's good. And the world is talking about success, learning from past mistakes, lessons, things like that. Progress. This person seems to be focused on it, but there seems to be like also a vacillating energy on whether to stay single and on the market or maybe have something with you. But whatever. You get the idea. How does this person see Pisces? The person we're spying on for Pisces. You see you as Six of Pentacles, that's good, because it says that you are somebody that they feel, or at least they perceive as kind of generous, or can be, I don't know, you kind of do a lot, Pisces, or you like to care. Or it can also suggest you have a lot to offer for some reason, all right? That's going to apply to Pisces that have good careers or stability. You got an apartment, you got a house, you got something going for you. All right. We have Two of Cups there. So it does kind of suggest that for this person, it could be something of value to them. What is this person hiding from Pisces? Person we're spying on for Pisces. Queen of Cups. This person still has romantic interest in you. Why did the Nine of Cups reverse happen then, if that's true? Why did that happen? If the person we're spying on for Pisces has still has feelings for Pisces, why did the Nine of Cups reversed occur? It says Six of Cups reversed, something from the past. What happened in the past? So what Temperance reversed there. So it says the Knight of Cups reversed. Something in the past didn't move forwards. This is like one of those fucking rabbit holes that's going to go around in circles. Now, I'm not going to do it. All right. Here's my thinking here, Pisces. You've got a person here that it kind of suggests. I'm going to take a gander at what it's entirely saying here. This was a Pisces that met some person. You guys interacted with each other. Perhaps it worked for a while. And then for whatever reason, it became bland, dull, or things didn't work out. Either this person left, or you left, or both of you just decided that it wasn't working anymore. All right? There could have been a separation here. This person does show energy that kind of suggests that they're working on themselves, or perhaps they're looking at it's more like a mature energy, so it does kind of suggest focusing on values like that are more long term. Is it possible that just because we're seeing that energy, like some people will say, well, they're never like that, they weren't like that in the past? Well, people do change, right? So it kind of does depend. People don't always stay a certain way forever. I know some people it's possible, but in this case, what it's suggesting is this person's focusing on long-term stuff. All right. Their energy is showing kind of positive, so that's a good thing. But there is a concern, and it's coming from their side, where it's a suggestion, it's suggesting them contemplating being single on the market or coming towards you. Okay? Why would that happen? In what they're hiding, it's suggesting because they still have some type of interest in you romantically. All right? This person does see you as someone, as I already said, someone that may have something to offer. All right? If you're a Pisces that has nothing to offer, then you may not apply to this reading because this person inherently sees some sort of value from you. You're doing something that they may see as beneficial. This could also definitely be a person that places materialistic stuff. I have to have a nice car, I have to have a career, gotta have that 401k. This is a person I think that has some sort of a brain, but the downside with this, here's the kicker. This person may have stable values, but they may be a boring person, somebody that struggles when it comes to the romantic side. They probably have issues with I love you. They may have problems with deeply connecting. So that it can be like the type of situation that feels in some ways like on paper and on Instagram and Facebook, it looks like, wow, they're doing well, but there's not a whole lot of love there. That seems to be what the issue is here. This person may have feelings for you, but again, it still emphasizes that in the past there was some sort of disconnection there. So perhaps this person's view on love maybe doesn't align quite with you, or their love language is different. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It says also something from the past caused delays. There's 3 different cards suggesting that. All right, so I unfortunately only know so much of the cards, so whatever that issue was, anyone's guess. It's different for every situation. But what's the positive here? You do have a person that is second guessing themselves and kind of wanting to, potentially look at this as something that could be, a long-term thing. But the only other, problem here is that there is still that contemplation on whether this is it, like you, or somebody else. So I don't really know what they're gonna do. All right, they might decide to just kind of hold out and wait, or I don't know. Somebody, this person may actually come back around. But if they do, then you kind of know where they're going. It's probably because they're exploring a long-term thing. But I don't know. That's my guess there. That's what I got for you, Pisces. Take it or leave it. Use your judgment, all right, on if it applies to you or not. Hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, please leave me a like, all right? I am done. You are the last sign. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.